What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Club and Country. This is episode number 31, and we start today's episode off with a look at the league table here, going into the final day of the season. As you can see, Monaco already being crowned champions, but as you can see, two Champions League places still up for grabs. Stade Rennais in second place with 73 points. We've also got 73 points and are sitting in third place. PSG are in fourth place outside of the Champions League places, 1 point behind us both, and St Etienne as well in fifth place, an outside shot of getting a Champions League place. Not impossible, but still quite unlikely. But either way, the final day fixtures look like this. As you can see, St Etienne with the biggest outside chance of getting into the Champions League places face Marseille away from home. Can't see them getting a win in that game, but you never know. PSG also have a tough trip. They're away against EA Guingamp, and Stade Rennais take on the already relegated GSC Ajaccio. And we also face an already relegated side away at Stade Brestois. They're in 19th place. GSC Ajaccio travel to Stade Rennais, and they are rock bottom. So taking on Stade Brestois here for the final game of the season. For us, I came into this game thinking to myself, well, Stade Rennais are definitely going to win. That's a banker. They'll certainly get the 3 points in that game. And as for St Etienne, well, you know, they could possibly beat Marseille, but they have to win that game, and I'm not too sure they'll be able to do so. But as for PSG, facing EA Guingamp away, not the easiest of trips, but I still expect them to do that. So on the final day of the season, my message to the players was simple. Go out there, get the 3 points, and guarantee it. You know, don't leave it to chance, guarantee it. Because if we win this game, it doesn't matter what PSG or St Etienne do, we will guarantee at least, and that's at the very least, third place in the league. So going to the game, I wanted to win, and what a fantastic start. Jeremy Boga opening the scoring just 12 minutes in with his 8th goal of the season so far. And you've heard me sing the guy's praises, particularly in the last few episodes. He's been fantastic for us this season. He's got 15 assists, now 8 goals as well, a fantastic attacking midfielder, and he does make it Stade Brestois 0, Paris FC 1. So we relieved the pressure right from the beginning, and that's what I wanted to do on the final day. You know, not go into the game and leave it until like 65, 70 minute mark before really going for it. Go out there straight away, start attacking and look for an early goal. That's what we did, that's what we got, and we were 1 goal up. But on the stroke of half time here, we had a great chance to make it 2-0. Thierry Ambrose went in search of his 30th league goal of the season. Sadly though, the goalkeeper denied him that, and it was still 1-0 to Paris FC. But as half time came round, it was 1-0 to Paris FC. So we were doing our bit as things stood. It wouldn't matter what was going on in the other games. We were guaranteed at least a third place. But PSG were slipping up. They were drawing away against EA Guingamp. St Etienne were beating Marseille though. Didn't see that one coming, but they were. Their efforts were going to count for nothing due to results elsewhere not going their way. Stade Rennais were actually being held to a goalless draw by rock bottom GFC Ajaccio, so I didn't see that one coming, but fair enough. As things still, we were going into second place, not third place, as it was on the day. But we had a good chance to make it 2-0 here just after the restart and try and get ourselves a 2-goal cushion. But the goalkeeper for Stade Brestois, Leon, made an incredible treble save. How about this? First denied Boga, then to deny Gome, clearing the shot off the line, or clawing off the line I should say, and then to deny Thiam strike as well. Fantastic treble save by the goalkeeper there, and it was still Stade Brestois 0, Paris FC 1, as he went in search of his second goal to kill the game off and kill off all the nerves and settle the nerves really. Then from the corner, St Maximin ends up hitting the post. He's had such an unfortunate season for us, just hasn't really got it sorted on the left wing, but it was still 1-0 to Paris FC, and we were still getting the win. That was the most important thing. In the 65th minute though, another good chance here. St Maximin down the left hand side finds Thierry Ambrose, still searching for his 30th goal of the season, but he drags his shot wide the post and behind for a goal kick. And as the game was coming to its close here, we'd had so many chances, and I was thinking the one thing I can't afford to see us do is slip up right to the death and see Stade Brestois grab themselves a late equalising goal and see us drop 2 points. But as they hang this cross up to the far post here, that's what almost happened. The man in the centre, number 29, gets his head onto the cross, but it loops just over the bar and behind for a goal kick. And when that happened, I genuinely put the controller down straight after the highlight and just took a sigh of relief and just thought, oh my word, if they scored there, it would have been such a massive choke. But thankfully they didn't. The game did finish. Final score, Stade Brestois 0, Paris FC 1. There will be no 30 plus goal season for Thierry Ambrose like last season. He falls one short of that mark at 29 goals. Still an incredible season, of course, top scorer by a country mile. But either way, we did win the game. That is the most important thing. He's the captain and he knows he's led his side in to the Champions League for next season. What a fantastic season this has been. And, you know, I'll say it, I'll come out and say it, I am a little bit disappointed after being top at Christmas top halfway through the season, to know that on the final day we actually needed a win to qualify due to results elsewhere. As you can see, PSG beating Winkamp. Had we not won that game, we would have slipped down to fourth place even. So we had to win on the final day. We did that, but either way, it's a Champions League place in our second season. And yes, I'm a little bit annoyed to slip up. Yes, I'm a little bit annoyed with myself really to have so many bad performances in the second half of the season. But as you can see by the league table, Monaco do win the title with 79 points. Stade Rennais ended up winning in the end, unsurprisingly, and finished in second. We finished in third, and PSG finished in fourth place with St Etienne in fifth as well. PSG in real life running away with the league, clearly not in the game. And I know I'm not sounding as excited and as, proud of this achievement. It is still pretty massive, let's be honest here. It's our first full season in the top tier of French football, and we finished in third place. We could have won the title. We were top at Christmas, top after the halfway stage, could have won the title. To finish in third place is still really good, but it's just knowing that I let it slip in the second half of the season. You guys saw it. We just did not play as well as we should have done compared to how we did in the first half of the season. Really, that's my fault. But either way, Champions Cup glee for Paris FC. Lovely headline there. We are indeed into the Champions League next season, and also to do it at the expense of PSG, to get one over our rivals in our first full season in the same division with them. Doesn't that just seem really, really cool to know that we stopped PSG from qualifying for the Champions League? We qualify as opposed to them doing it at their expense. Well, that was pretty cool. But either way, PSG not in the Champions League, Paris FC will be. Thierry Ambrose, top scorer, Barmy, player of the competition. How about that? That was good to see. But Ambrose, once again, not in the team of the season. 29 goals this season, 37 last season. Just not enough. It's not enough, Thierry. I'm sorry, you got to get to 40. If you want to get team of the season, mate, you got to get to 40 goals. That's the message for next season. But still, following that, look at the top goals and top assists. Ambrose with the top goals with 29, Boga with the top assists with 15, and Barmy with top clean sheets with 16. That's just amazing, isn't it? To have all three of those categories won by Paris FC players. It's a sign of the times here at Paris FC. We are a young side on the rise, and this project is just going to get more enjoyable as the years go by, because we keep on adding to our squad with good young talent. And as you can see, come the end of the season, that's what we're going to be doing here, because we're promoting three of our young academy players. Bruno Ripart, also Cardinale as well, the giant 6'6" centre back. I didn't notice that at first. And also as well, of course, the main one, Yannick Giron or Giron. Again, I don't know how to pronounce his surname. I'm sure I will get it right eventually, but for the time being, we'll call him Yannick. But either way, these are the three players. Bruno Ripart starts off 53 overall, 17-year-old right winger. Looks all right at best, not probably amazing. Cardinale, though, looks absolutely fantastic. 62 overall centre-back, 17 years old, showing great potential, and of course, 6'6", looks awesome. But of course, the big one, the headline star, Yannick, also 62 overall, 17 years old. Wait for it, has potential to be special. Of course, we knew it was going to be. Yannick is going to be one of the future stars of Paris FC. I'm almost certain of it. Low, high work rate, CM and CDM. The weird thing is, he has got some really poor defensive stats, and particularly for stats for a defensive midfielder. So low, high work rates and CM and CDM, you'd think he's got to have good defensive stats, but clearly not. They're absolutely terrible. So with Yannick, as you can see right now, we put him straight in the training feature. I'm just going to bump up those defensive stats because of the work rates and because of the list of positions. I'm not going to play him in the attacking midfield role. I'm going to keep Boga there. I'm going to play him where Dean Gomez has been playing this season. I like Tristan, but I'd rather play Yannick for his potential. But I'm going to have to bump up his defensive stats. As you can see, that's what we're doing right now, because quite frankly, they're just quite frankly not good enough. They're quite frankly not good enough. They're just not good enough, basically. So we're going to have to bump his defensive stats up as quickly as we can, and as much as we can, to get him good enough for that defensive midfield role. Pretty annoyed about that. It happens so often in the youth academy. You'll get a player through your academy, but he won't have the stats to play in the position where he's listed in. But either way, we'll bump up his defensive stats. Hopefully he'll look better as a defensive midfielder next season. And he's already grown 2 ratings since coming out of the academy. 64 overall, 17 years old, has that potential to be special. Next season he'll partner Thiam in that defensive midfield role. I'm really looking forward to using him. He'll be the star of Paris FC. And also let me know what number he should be as well. Tell me what number he should be. Thiam's occupying number 4. Not sure I want to take it away from him, but I don't want me against doing that. But tell me what number you think he should be in this Paris FC side. For the time being, he's just been auto-assigned the number 30. But anyway, guys, that is going to be the episode, so thank you very much for watching the video. I really hope you have enjoyed it. The final thing you'll see here is the squad report, so we'll look at the stats and the final attributes of the players as well for our second season, and what a second season has been. As for players we'll be bringing in next season, I'm honestly not too sure. Obviously, we'll have to wait and see what transfer budget we get given. I'm hoping for around at least £7 to £8 million. After qualifying for the Champions League, you'd certainly think we should be capable of getting a budget like that, but with Paris SC, with a small squad, with a low-rated squad, you never really know, to be honest, and we'll have to wait and see. But thank you for watching the episode regardless, and thank you for watching the season as well. I know some of you guys did start to lose interest during this season, and I do take the point as well, a lot of you guys said that we've been progressing way too quickly, really, already going from a pretty poor side into one that's already going to be playing Champions League football next season, subject to a qualifier. But either way, I've discussed this game so many times before, I don't need to discuss it again. It's just one of those games, really, where I seem to have picked it up pretty quickly, and it's not too difficult for me. But thank you for watching the episode and the season regardless, guys. Hopefully you have enjoyed it. Much love to you all. If you're enjoying today's episode, then please leave a like, so it's of course much appreciated, and it really helps my channel out. And I'll see you for the next episode of Club and Country very soon, where we'll be starting Season 3 with Paris FC.